Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about the producer's letter, which Jonathan just wrote a little update basically letting us know what they're planning to do. So, at the beginning, you can ignore all of this part. They're just saying that, thank you for your feedback, blah, 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 blah. So the important thing is over here. So they wanted to let us know that originally they were planning to release the class awakenings or the class specializations in December, which is extremely fast. That was like much faster than I personally anticipated. I thought that they would release class awakenings at earliest March and maybe, even as late as May. However, according to this letter, it says that originally they wanted to release it in December. This is good and bad, obviously delaying the awakening kind of sucks for some people because it is extremely fun. Like if you've seen my Fire Gunner video, you'll see that, I really like the new Tombstone because being able to bulletstorm that fast is really, really fun and it feels really, really good. Obviously for some other classes, for example, like the Blade Dancer, it's a little bit iffy, it's not balanced yet. So some classes are great, some classes are not so great. So they're doing some balancing and they're going to make sure that it's good or at least at stable before releasing it to NA. This is not a bad thing. I quite like this pacing because, for example, when the Warden first came out on Korea, it was bottom tier. It was really bad. However, then they did some tweaking and it became pretty good. Then they released it on NA server. So when we got it in the West, it was really good on release. So I'm hoping that they do the same with the Class Awakening, that, unfortunately the Korean players and the Chinese players are the beta testers, but after everything is good, then we get the final product with all the skill balancing. So it's not entirely a bad thing. The only downside is obviously we won't be able to try out or mess around with the awakening classes or the specializations until it comes to our server. I'm hoping that it comes within 1 to 2 months, maybe in like late January, early February. That would be pretty nice, but I wouldn't be surprised if it came in March, to be perfectly honest. So there's that. Other than that, there's not much. They're saying that they're introducing 2 new exciting dungeons. I'm assuming this is going to be the Opera Dungeon, or I don't know what they're calling it. I'm going to call it the Opera Dungeon. And then the second is probably going to be the Solo Dungeon, the new Solo Dungeon, which is located right next to Master Hong. So it's probably going to be these 2 dungeons. And as for the powerful legendary equipment, it's probably going to be the necklace. I'm not 100% sure, but it should be the necklace. As for the new systems, it might be the new achievement system. So on the Chinese server and on the Korean server, we've got the awakening stuff. However, with the awakening stuff, you can level up your skills. And to level up your skills, you needed to do certain dungeons and there's certain challenges that you have to do and then when you complete it, you get this new currency which you can use to level up your skills. So it could be that, or it could simply just be the new Home Moon level system, the one that allows us to put more points into threat. You can put 25 points into threat and gain 500% extra threat, which is pretty nice. And I covered that in one of my older videos. When December comes in, we're gonna get a free goodie. Everyone gets a free goodie because it's Christmas, and Winter Trove is gonna be coming. So with this Winter Trove, I'm assuming that they're going to be implementing the new weapon skins, the weapon particle skins. So for example, now when you use Firefall, the ground just glows red. However, if on the Korean server, when you use Firefall and if you have this special weapon skin, it changes the particle effects. So instead of having like just red stuff on the floor, it'll become like a giant snowflake and all of your attacks are like ice blocks and stuff. And it's pretty cool. This has been out in Korea for quite a while, so I'm assuming that this is probably going to be the Trove special, like one of the highlights for the Winter Trove. And I definitely will be trying to get it on my gunner because I really like the particle effect on that and it looks pretty nice. But other than that, there's not much else to say really from this producer letter. It's really just saying that they want to make things right before releasing it, so we're just gonna have to be patient about that. But overall, I think it's all right, Nothing too bad, nothing too good. just right in the middle. Anyway, I hope this video helped. If you like my content, I would appreciate a subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
What can I say except you're welcome for the here